So this is going to be another movie review. This one's called The Paradine Case, 1947. Kino Lorber, Studio Classics. I'm watching a lot of these. I think they were stuck in my saved queue and they came up roughly at the same time. This is going to be another Hitch flick. It was this seventh and final movie in the contract that he had with David O. Selznick. Selznick insisted on retakes to the point where the cost of production almost rivaled that of Gone with the Wind. I think it was $4 million or something, and it was a financial flop. Hitchcock seemed disinterested. He said Louis Jourdan, whoever that is, never heard of him before, was part of the contract with Selznick, and it's his movie debut. He says Hitch says that he was miscast. He even said that Gregory Peck was miscast. Sir Laurence Olivier was supposed to take the lead role. More distinguished person than Gregory Peck, I guess. But Olivier was busy working on Hamlet at the time, so he passed, and they had to settle with Gregory Peck. I can't even tell if Gregory Peck is trying to fake a British accent. It takes place in Great Britain, and it's got Charles Laughton as the magistrate. So this Paradine dude is blind, an old blind guy. He marries a youngin' Italian woman of modest means, and she's accused of murdering him with poison. So Louis Jourdan is the old blind dude's servant. Hitchcock said that he wasn't very convincing as a stable boy. But anyways, I'm giving it 3 out of 5 stars. I thought the court scene was pretty intense, which is like half of the movie, but the other half, the buildup was kind of boring and soap opera stuff. Not much going on there. It was nominated for 1 Oscar, this movie. And it's got 11,000 ratings, 6.5 out of 10. So my rating is a little bit lower. I'm giving it a 6 out of 10. But I never really disliked any of the Hitchcock movies. I just rated them as so-so to perfect. Rope and Vertigo are perfect. This one's the bottom of the barrel when it comes to Hitchcock movies, as it were, in my opinion. The 3-hour director's cut was lost to a fire or something in 1980. So we'll never get to see Alfred Hitchcock's version. We only saw the Selznick edited version, which was part of the contract, I guess. And the contract was kind of useless because the costs spiraled out of control. when Alfred Hitchcock delivered the completed movie to the studio after a Hitchcock record of 92 days of filming, it ran almost 3 hours. This rough cut was initially trimmed to 2 hours and 12 minutes, and Ethel Barrymore was the half-crazed wife of Lord Horfield, the magistrate played by Charles Laughton, which explains the Oscar nomination for her performance. So Selznick was the one who cut it down to 2 hours and 5 minutes, down from 2 hours and 12 minutes, and then to its present length of 1 hour 54 minutes. So it's been cut 4 times. And Barrymore's screen time totals about 3 minutes, and she was nominated for an Oscar. Oh, it was a flood, not a fire. Destroyed the original uncut version. Although there's a rumor that the cutscenes currently reside at George Eastman House in Rochester, New York. Well, that'd be interesting if they came up again. But that's the extent of interest in the Paradine case for me, at least. It would have been interesting to see the deleted scenes that Hitchcock left in there, the 3-hour version. That might have been better than this, but IMDb says it's 2 hours and 5 minutes. Netflix says 1 hour and 54 minutes. So I'm inclined to believe Netflix over IMDb. Anyways, Gregory Peck has this faint British accent. I don't know if he's trying to fake it, but he's obviously a U.S. actor. When you hear him delivering his lines, it's overwhelmingly with a U.S. accent, not a British accent. So there's only a faint hint of him trying to fake it. Maybe that's just me, but if anybody's seen this movie, you can tell me what the heck is going on. Anyways. The lead actress isn't very attractive to me, but Gregory Peck is attracted to his client, played by Alida Valli. She might have been in the Lux Radio Theater version of it with Joseph Cotton and Louis Jourdan. I listened to that. It was about an hour long. That's why I've been kind of lagging with my movie reviews today. I had to sit through that, and then there were a couple interviews with Hitchcock and Truffaut, and another one with Hitchcock and Bogdanovich. Peter Bogdanovich. He's talking about Frenzy. I thought the interview was from 1963, but Frenzy was like 1972, I thought. So I was a little confused, but anyways, I've never seen Frenzy, but I've seen a lot of other Hitch movies. Probably more than you ever want to see. I'd like to see Frenzy, though. That looks interesting. There's supposed to be a rape scene in it, supposedly. Anyways, the Paradine case. So So this was, I was reading something else. It was, the first script was sent to the censorship board. It's the American film noir courtroom drama film set in England. Jolly old England. And okay, so the completed film cost an estimated $4.258 million to make, almost as expensive as Gone with the Wind. Okay, so here's a draft of the script was submitted by MGM to the censors at the Hayes office, who warned that the script would likely be rejected since Mrs. Paradine was guilty of murder, adultery, and perjury, and later committed suicide. They also objected to the judge, who was played by Charles Laughton, portrayed as a sadist who enjoyed sending people to their deaths. A new draft of the script was submitted, but not for some years in 1942, and the script was approved. In 1946, another version was sent in, and this was approved after the suicide was removed from the story. So they submitted it 3 times to the censor board, and it finally got approved after the 3rd attempt. So Gregory Peck is trying his best, even though he's a married man. He's trying to pin the blame on the murder or the suicide, the assisted suicide, on the Louis Jourdan character. And his client, the person that he falls in love with, mixing business with pleasure. She resents him for doing that because she was, well, I don't want to spoil the ending, but let's just say they had an adulterous affair, Louis Jourdan and his client. Hopefully I didn't spoil the ending too much there, but pretty sensational courtroom drama there. I'd say if they just cut out the first part of the film and just put the courtroom drama in there, it would have been better. But who knows what it would have been like, just the 3-hour Hitchcock cut, if they would have just left it the same length as, say, Gone with the Wind. It might have been a better movie overall. Who knows? Maybe we'll never know unless they unearth those deleted scenes from that Rochester house, ideally. But anyways, the stock market took a big dump on Friday. Fortunately, I bought some shares of that stock that I was telling you about, and it was up about 8% after I bought it. So, I forget the name of the stock, but it didn't really help my my Robinhood account because 97% of my portfolio was in other stocks, so it didn't really help that much. I was still down 2% for the day, but I'm waiting for the futures market to open at 3 p.m. this afternoon to see what the market's going to do. It's down slightly after hours, minus 0.03%. So people are scared of the here it is, DRV, the real estate bear ultra ETF. So I bought it at about $40, and it shot up to almost 42 on Friday. So that was pretty decent. I made a little bit of money off of it, but like I said, my other stocks took a major dump. So it didn't really help. But if I short the market again next week, maybe I'll do a little bit better. We'll see how that goes. But that's the end of my review. I don't have much else to say about the Paradine case. Just this so-so bottom of the barrel from Alfred Hitchcock, who was indifferent and really didn't have much input into this movie compared to Selznick, unfortunately. So that's the story with this one. Later.